Hello everyone, you are welcome to African Spiritual Connections TV. My name is PaulVin. Today we are going to learn about abortion and its spiritual implications. Now before we go on, kindly let me know if my audio is okay. I think I tried to come live before and the audio was having issues, so I had to restart the live. Kindly let me know if the audio is okay. In case you are joining me, we are live on both Facebook and YouTube. So in case you are joining me on Facebook or on YouTube, kindly help me share. Help me share. So before we talk about our topic today, let me introduce to you Akan Republic. What is Akan Republic? Akan Republic is an online market, an online-based market. That's into the selling of all kinds of baskets. Into the selling of all kinds of baskets. Let me show you pictures of the kind of baskets sold on Akan Republic. You can see the beautiful basket over there. If you are interested in buying such baskets, Akan Republic is at your service. Just go on akanrepublic.com. Just go on akanrepublic.com and you can buy all kinds of hand-woven stuff. These are all made from Africa with raffia, right? These are purely African stuff. So you can get them right on Akan Republic. If you want a basket like this one, they are all available on Akan Republic. There are a lot of baskets available for sale, right? Just go on akanrepublic.com and you can get them to buy. Just look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. So family, if you are in Europe, you are in America, in fact, there is a free delivery, free shipping to Spain. In case you are in Spain, there is free shipping to Spain. So just log on to akanrepublic.com and make your purchase. They are very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. Let me not even say cheap. They are very, very affordable. Very affordable for their beauty. They are very affordable. So this is Akan Republic. Go on akanrepublic.com and make your order and get it delivered right to your doorstep, wherever you are in the world. We do deliveries everywhere. All right. Okay, so kindly help me check my audio. I'm sure it's okay. So see, why am I even bringing this topic up? Abortion and its spiritual implications. I was doing some online search. I was going online, and something popped up about abortion. So I decided to take a look, and I realized that abortion was getting so much free promotion in the West, and then mostly in US. So I dig a bit further. I wanted to have a clue what is happening. And I realized that most of the abortion clinics, right, are situated strategically in black communities in the West and mostly in US. Right? You can do your own research and find out. As someone who is into spirituality, I understood why, and I knew why things were going the way they were going. But I asked myself the question, does the ordinary person or ordinary human on the streets or in the West? Audio is much better now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Does the ordinary person in the West know about what is going on and why the West is spending so much money promoting abortion and stuff? In fact, let me put some article, some publication on the screen for you to note that so much billions of dollars are spent. So this one says public funding of abortion. Let me see. This one talks about public funding of family planning and abortion services from that 1980 to 2015. And so much money. States spent 71 billion on abortion alone. 71 billion. Why would the state spend so much money on abortion? Let me put more publications. so that we understand that how the situation is very, very down. So this one is the New York Times. It says the federal government subsidizes abortion. Would that last? Federal government subsidizes abortion. Another one says new report reveals nearly 2 billion funneled to big abortion providers. Billions of dollars spent on abortion in the US, in the West. Billions of dollars. Why? Why? Now, when I make you understand what abortion is and the spiritual implications, whether good or bad, then you will know why the West is spending so much money to promote it. Before that, kindly help me share this video. Call that brother, call that sister that is having a mindset of getting rid of a baby that's unborn, right? To come and watch this video before that decision is finally made. After watching this video, you can then decide to go ahead and indulge in abortion, or you can advise yourself and stop. Now, does abortion have spiritual implication at all? At the end of this video, I will let you know. You know, and you understand why so many European states, so many Western states are spending so much money in promoting abortion, and why such abortion clinics are strategically situated among the black community. Now, before anything, let me make you understand that we have two major worlds, right? You see, we live in a world of duality. We have the physical world and we have the spiritual world. The family, as you can see in the physical world, also exists in the spiritual world. We call them ancestors. All right? The ancestors live just like we are living here. So in case you want to, you don't really know, put this in your head, that in the astral world, there is ancestral families, just like we are having families on earth here. But in the astral world, the ancestral families are bonded, just like in the time past, when African families were living the communitarian life, where you will see all your uncles, all your aunties in the same house with their children. Your cousins and your nieces, your cousins, your niece, your nephews are all living in one big house. In the astral world, it's more so like that. All right? Now, why do I have issue, or why should we be having issues with abortion? This is why. Humans do not just come into this world by mistake. And let nobody deceive you that when God creates you, then your mother gives birth to you. It's a big lie. Let nobody put that in your head. It's never true anywhere. I don't care whichever book is perpetrating such falsehood. I don't care whether it's the Quran or whether it's the Bible. It's a big lie. Anybody who preaches that is a liar. Whether the person is an imam, the person is a pastor, or whoever, it's a big lie. Know it that way. If you come to my house, I'll be able to show you proof. I'll let you talk to an energy and you will understand what I'm talking about. Now, this is how birth happens. You do not decide to give birth. Let nobody deceive you that it's my body, so I decide to give birth when I want to give birth. It's a big lie. You are deceiving yourself. Everything concerning birth and death is predestined. Everything. Yes, accident occurs, but I'll bet you that you didn't know that's also predestined. Right? But today we are talking about birth. Before a human comes here, first of all, from the astral world to the physical world, woman is the gateway. No doubt about that. Woman is the gateway to this physical world. Without a woman, no soul can come here. So when women in the world are all dead, that means that the world is going to actually come to an end when the men begin to die gradually, because women are the gateway into this world, and it is only through women that souls can come here. Okay, so Kami Sweat says, I don't know if I'm getting the name right. If I'm not, forgive me. In the West, that's Canada, we are taught that we are not aborting a human being, but just an ordinary cell. So most of us, that's Gen Zs, have grown up to see it as a very normal process. Okay, so at the end of this video, you will know if it's a very normal process or if it's just an ordinary cell that you are throwing away. Right? And I'll give you proof of what I'm talking about. Because we've done some works on people, right? And we will give you proof. So stay cool. Before a soul leaves the astral world to come here, there are elders of the astral world family, just like we have elders of the physical world family, that when you are in trouble, you go to see them for help, right? It's today that we don't see those things. But when I was born, right, anytime a family member is in trouble, the whole family will meet and know how to solve the situation for that particular family member. In Africa, it used to be. But today, we have also been watching TV and trying to copy the lifestyle of the Western people. And that our kind of communitarian life is also dying. But in the astral world, they are still traditional. They are still, what word should I use? Right? That stereotype that people want to give to Africans as barbaric, right? That one should explain it best. Barbaric. They are still like that nature of the ancient people. Forgive me for saying barbaric, because it's a stereotype. It's a very bad word. But that will explain it best. In the astral world, our ancestors are still the same as before. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So before a soul comes here, that soul alerts the ancestors that he or she wants to transcend into this physical realm. Now the ancestors will sit and see if the soul qualifies to come. How does the soul qualify? If the soul has made such a journey before, the ancestors have to really sit and criticize, analyze the previous life, how successful it was, how you were able to work on your destiny, your purpose, that you either qualify or you are not qualified for another chance. Because everybody wants to come. Everybody wants to come. In fact, the contract between the astral world people and the physical world people is that if you go, bring me. So when you come, you bring someone else. When that person comes, he or she also brings someone else. That's the contract. When you go, bring me. That's the contract. So everybody wants to come on earth. So my father is dead. Let's say my father wants to come into the world. My father has to go and see the elders. Then they will analyze the previous life of my father. Was it worth it? Does he qualify to go again? If not, you must sit down. If yes, then the ancestors approve you to come. Then you will decide the kind of woman in your family, in your lineage, that you want to pass through to come, because women are the gateway. But you will choose who you want to come through. Your parents do not choose you. You choose your parents. But we have been made to think that we choose the kind of children that we want to bring here. It's a lie. Then children will say that I didn't ask you to bring me. You asked to be brought here. So when you choose the one that you want to bring, the one that you want to bring you into this world, then the ancestors and the family gods, people don't even know that we have family gods. We do have family gods. So the ancestors and the family gods will vibrate heat into the life of that woman or that man that you want to come through. Right? And at that instant, thoughts of sex will start happening. It's not just by chance. So you meet that woman, you have sex, and pregnancy will happen. Now, when the pregnancy happens, right, for the first 2 months or so, it's just a blood clot, right? But for the first 21 days, the soul for whom that pregnancy is made, right, will be visiting the mother to be checking if everything is all right. But after 21 days, then the soul actually comes to live in the woman's womb, because the womb is a significance of the universe. So, water comes to circle. Whatever way, I think they call it the amniotic fluid. The amniotic fluid comes to circle around the embryo. Right? So, the fetus will start developing with the water filled around its body. Yet, the fetus is still fine. It's taking breath or whatever through this water. So, the development is still ongoing. So, if you want to understand why, check in the physical world too. As I'm sitting here, air covers my whole body. Right? Those in the other world who can see me here could see that I am in some form of water. But to me, it's not water. Check the sea and check the animals in the sea, the fishes. When you are on earth, you see that they are in water. But to them, it's not water. It's just like when you are here and you feel like what is covering you is the breath of life. That you are taking breath from, the air. They also see the same way, just like just a common air. So when you are in the womb, the water, the amniotic fluid that covers you, that time, the child does not see it as water. It's something breathable, something that helps in your development. Right? So, when the pregnancy happens, the soul is happy that it is now having a chance to come into this world. Then suddenly something will happen. The mother will go and lie down in the clinic, open the legs for doctors to put some stuff there, whether a pill or tools to obstruct the process and abort the pregnancy. So imagine a soul that has gone through the process of qualifying or being qualified by the ancestors to come. Such a hectic process. When you are being judged, analyzed, your previous life, what did you use it to do? You were a thief, you were that, you were that, you were that. You don't, some agree, some don't agree. In the end, they qualify you to come. And some mother goes to lie down and allow the blood to flow and cause it abortion. That I own my body, I decide. So, some of the souls are very, very lenient. They won't say anything. They will just leave. But you, the parent, you are left with some spiritual debt. But there are some of the souls that they never forgive. After going through such a hectic process and you abort it, they leave the astral world and come and chase you on this earth. And what they do is that they will make sure that everything that you want to do here will never succeed. Some go to the extent of making you barren. Yes, some go to the extent of making you barren. And some will make sure that if food is what you eat to survive, they will prevent you from getting food. How do they do it? They make sure that your business falls. They make sure that the economy becomes so bad for you financially. Everywhere you go, things are so bad for you. Like when men meet you and you are just a source of bad luck to them. And because you don't know your way around the spiritual space, you don't understand what is happening to you. So you are just stuck. But you can know that ever since you did this abortion, things began to change. So in 2023, around April, a lady approached me on WhatsApp that she cannot get pregnant, right? She's having the issue of barrenness, kind of. So we looked into it and did divination and realized that the lady has done several abortions. Please, whoever, I won't mention anybody's name, but in case you are watching me, I know you know who you are. Forgive me for sharing your story, right? But we need to advise people and make people understand what they are doing. I'm sorry that I'm telling this on the public domain. Forgive me for this, but I promise your name will not be mentioned. Okay, so when we did the divination, we realized that this lady has done abortion several times. And one of the children is insisting that since he didn't get a chance to come, nobody else will come. So he's blocking the chance. And wherever the lady goes, the child follows. So we asked the child, the soul, what do you want to allow the woman to give birth again? The soul says, I'm willing to come again. But the mother must appease him with 3 bottles of alcohol. And there are certain herbs that we should put together for the woman to bath, to be clean, before another pregnancy will happen. All right. So we talked to the woman. She was in the West. I don't want to say which exact country, but someone already made a comment about the country. So she left. Let me say she left Canada. It's Canada that we're talking about. She left Canada, but the person is an African now living in Canada. So she left Canada and came to Ghana, and we handled the situation. So we bought the alcohol and made prayers, and she availed herself to go through the herbal rituals and stuff. We gave her something to go and drink, and she took it away. Now, after some months, right, I was told spiritually that she has gotten pregnant. So I went ahead and I asked her, and she said, yes, she's pregnant. Right? Now, just on the 26th of last month, February, then she contacted me that she has given birth. Let me put the chart on the screen. Oh, sorry. I think this chart was showing her name. I don't want to show her name. Okay. All right. Now, check this out. So, she actually got pregnant, and now she has been able to give birth. I met her in April 2023, yes, April 2023. And we are in March 2024. She has successfully given birth. In fact, before she told me about it, the energies revealed to my wife that she has given birth, and I was just waiting for her to come and confirm, and she came to confirm. On the 3rd day, she came to confirm. Then that was when this chat happened. So I think she gave birth on the 23rd, and on the 26th, we talked. All right? So what I'm telling you is not something that I'm just sitting here to talk about. It's an experience I've had, and people have come to me with such issues. We have sorted it for them. So, one implication of abortion is barrenness. One implication of abortion, I made notes, my note now. Let me check so that I make sure I don't go astray. Let me just even put it somewhere. One implication of abortion is barrenness. Sometimes the child will make sure that nothing will come out of that womb again until the right rituals are done. 2, financial barrenness. Let me say it that way. Financial issues. Some of the souls that are very unforgiving, they will follow you and they will make sure that they mess you up. They will destroy stuff for you. 3, serious bad luck. Serious bad luck. Because the moment you abort, spiritually, it is seen as murder. Like you've killed a human soul or a human. Murder. Because you blocked the chance of a soul coming into this world. Right? This means that this soul was killed at its conception. So it's seen as murder. So almost every kind of punishment that a killer deserves, it's also put on you. And the whole ancestors, the whole body of your ancestors become so angry at you. Because if it has been done to one of them, it could be done to all of them. So no ancestor wants to help you again until you have availed yourself to go through cleansing and that child has forgiven you. So, 4th point. You see, abortion prevents the birth of highborns. When I say highborns, I mean high souls. You see, in the current dispensation that we are as Africans, this is the time that the greater souls of Africans are being born, because African redemption is going to happen in a few years. You will see it, right? And in about 150 to 200 years' time, Africa should be able to rule the world. It is going to happen. And this is the period when such highborns are going to be bound to come into this world to lay the foundation. And this is the time that the West is doing everything it can do to make sure that black souls are not coming. So, when you go to Africa today, all African hospitals, the abortion pills, not even abortion pills, the birth control pills are being sponsored by rich men from the West. And Bill Gates is one of them. I'll mention his name. He is one of them. Sponsoring pregnancy control pills, population control pills in African clinics. If Africans are giving birth and they cannot look after themselves, they don't have the financial capacity to look after themselves, and they are going hungry, why must you care? I am an African. I do not eat from your bowl. Whatever I get, I eat. If I don't get, I starve. Why must you care? Allow them to give birth. Why have you put upon yourself to stop the the population increment of African souls? And who told you that this world is going to be full? Come to Ghana. From Accra to Kumasi is a whole bush. The land is very, very depopulated. It's only in Accra that you see that all the villagers have moved to Accra. So you can see population increase in Accra, but go to the rest of the villages, it's almost empty. Right? But they will tell you that, oh, when you increase in population, financially, you cannot take care of yourself, the government doesn't have money to do stuff and that and that and that. But the main point is that they are trying to limit the birth of serious souls, highborns, who will be able to have the mental faculties and mental capacity to lay down the foundation. The Nkrumah people, the Nyarara people, they are trying to stop the birth of such people. So, you abort and abort and abort so that the ancestors get fed up and say, it's okay, I'm not even going anymore. But you, the vessel, the woman and the man, you will be dealt with. Seriously. You will be dealt with by your ancestors. So, at this moment, if you are a black soul, if you are a black person, and you are into abortion, be warned, be careful. Because this is the time that the serious black souls, the inventors, are going to be born. The leaders, those who are meant to come and save the continent. Imagine if Kwame Nkrumah was aborted, Africa would have still been in darkness. Even though we are still being colonized, but it will still be worse, just like the days before Nkrumah's regime. Right? So such souls like Kwame Nkrumah are going to be born from this generation upwards. Again. And the West is trying to prevent it. So what they are doing is that if they block the vessel, you can't come. Therefore, they want to teach children in schools that abortion is just a normal right. Nobody has the right to take it from you. You have the right to control your body. You have the right to tell your body what, or you have the right to give birth when you want to give birth. You have the right to say no to birth or to abort. And they even subsidize it for you. They pay a bit of the amount that you are going to need, so that it becomes very easy for you to do it. And it's for a purpose. So, if you have done abortion before, all right, cleanse. Plead with the ancestors to forgive you. And perhaps they will forgive you. Just maybe they will forgive you. Right? You may get in touch if you have done such before. And if you are willing to avail yourself, you go through the cleansing. But it will cost you. It is going to cost you. If you go into the ever background, people who have done abortion, right, and they have been taken through the abortion rituals, they beat them. Because that's what the ancestors recommend. You must be subjected to pain. Sometimes the water with which the herbs are put in for you to bath, the ancestors recommend that you boil the water to become very hot, so that when you go through it, you will think twice the next time that you want to abort again. Ask the elders, they will tell you. So abortion is a very, very serious crime in the eyes of the ancestors, because it is a big, big wrongdoing against your own ancestors. It could even be that it's your dead father who wants to come back into this world through you, and you have succeeded in aborting, blocking your own father from coming into this world. It could be that it is that your brother who died some years ago that's going to come back through you, and you are being so wicked to block the chance. So when you also die, you want to come, maybe it will be down to you. And perhaps nobody will even want to avail himself or herself for you to come, because when you were in life, you were unwilling to bring people. Therefore, the ancestors may not be willing to grant you the permission to go through someone else and to come into this world. All right. Now, I think I've gone beyond the 30 minutes yardstick I've set for myself. When I come live again, I want to be talking about reincarnation. I'll go into details about reincarnation so that you understand that it's very serious. The concept of the heaven and hell is a very, very big lie. It's a dupe on humanity. It's a scam. It's because of such terms and such conceptions that people are doing things that they lack understanding. And one of such is abortion. Henceforth, if you are found or if you are fond of doing abortion, please advise yourself, especially if you are a black person. Your ancestors want to come into this world through you. Avail yourself for the chance to be given them to come. Right? I thank you for having the time and the chance to watch my videos. Those who shared, may the gods and the ancestors bless you. Kindly advise someone who is having the mindset of going through abortion. If you have a friend who wants to abort, please advise them. Let them stay clear of it. Let them know and understand why they should allow their ancestors to come. Right? Thank you for watching. We will meet on the other side another time. Thank you.